What in the ever-loving God is that emote? I haven't seen you guys since November, and the first thing I come back to is Jabasted? What the frick is... Why? Why is their face on the turkey? I do not want that. Get it out of here. Actually, you know what? I am actually actively going to clear out the chat just because of that. All right. There we go. Much better. Much better. What's up, peeps? Archie here. You know what? That's probably not the best intro. You know what? We're going back to the loading screen. Just a second. I'm putting you in timeout for now. We'll get back to this once I feel comfortable. All right. I think that's enough time. And it's back! Okay, never mind. I guess we're just doing this. Hello, what's up, peeps? Archie here, and I guess thanks to Crumbs, we know exactly what this stream is gonna be. It's gonna be Thanksgiving food. We didn't get to do this before the end of November because I was god-awful tired on Sunday from a very long day at work, and it's only gotten worse from there. Thanks for humoring my request. Yeah. We're still gonna be doing the co-working stuff as well, but I think we're just gonna hold that off for this Sunday. And, you know, I thought it'd be a nice way to wrap up the season, get us ready for Crimblis. God, so many people have already started sharing, like, art and stuff for Christmas, and I'm over here like, I can't do any of that, because I have a really bad job. It's not a bad job, it's just a job, but it's a very extensive, tiring, oh my god, my legs feel like they are going to split in half kind of job. High five from underwater. Let's go. Okay. So, I guess to give some context going forward for the rest of this month. A typical day at my work, we deal with a lot of packages in our building. We average around 25 to 30,000 on any given day. 25 to 30,000 packages going throughout the entire facility, and like that's just an average day. Sometimes above average you'll get like 32, 34 or something like that, and that's like, ooh, okay. The past 2 days we have, like yesterday and today, both days, we have had to do 47,000 packages each day. And that's not fun. That is not fun at all. I can't even make a joke about that. I can't even make a joke about it because I'm too tired to do so. I had lunch today. I took a nap. I woke up 30 minutes ago, and now we're having stream. I have a small plate of pizza rolls here with me. That's gonna be my dinner. And as soon as stream ends, I have to go back to bed because I have to go to work at 2 in the morning tomorrow. So yay. I ordered some things and now I feel bad. Yeah, all of you Cyber Monday shoppers, I hope you're feeling good about yourselves because this is what we have to deal with. This is our lives for the next 3 weeks. Like, I got to day 4 and I was already crashing out. But peak season is all like, nah, Archie, you're not crashing out. We haven't even started revving the engines. And I'm like, okay. So, at the very least, not you too, Carly. Crumbs put you up to it, didn't she? Either that or you were here listening in on the jabasted part and you decided, oh, now is the perfect opportunity to jump into that mess. It's a turkey. It's not. I know what a turkey looks like. Turkey don't look like that. If your turkey looked like that, you burn Thanksgiving down to the ground. That is no. Thanksgiving, it's perfect. It's not Thanksgiving anymore. Thanksgiving was a literal week ago. But okay. Sure. Whatever. It's Thanksgiving somewhere. Probably not, actually, but eating turkey soup. Yay! That's actually pretty good. Thank you for helping to celebrate. You know, thank you for being here. I know both of you shared your Twitch recaps, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm surprised that I'm anybody's most watched streamer. But the fact that you tune in so consistently, it's like, it makes me feel good. Thank you. I appreciate it. I very, very much appreciate it. And as an added little bonus, we got a chokehold on our schedule. I have no idea why, honestly. I am just here. I'm just existing. And it's funny too, because like once I started VTubing, I like definitely wanted at some point to be like somebody's favorite. I just figured with how saturated the market is, with how many VTubers there are out there, how many talented, wonderful people there are out there. I'm just like, what do I got going? I figured everybody would have their like thing going on, you know? I still say Oberdin did this to me. They must have been very good streams. They must have been very good streams if you'd say so. I felt like a lot of that was me just like going through the logic puzzles. So if anything, the game did it to you, not me myself. My other top streams I only get to watch on the weekends because they stream while I work, but you have the perfect time slot, you know? That is fair. I guess I do fill the time slot niche. But you're a good talker and nice to listen to. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. It's very funny because you see me in real life and I am not a good talker at all. Like, I've had several times at work. I mean, to be fair, it's work and I'm tired for most of the time. I'm not going to waste my energy speaking. Like, I will give very short, curt, one-word answers, and that is it. And I will not feel bad about it in the slightest, because that is the sort of energy that I'm willing to apply to that job. Uh, but hey, I do a lot of work, like, physically, so I guess it makes up for it. I'm just not there emotionally at all. Not emotionally invested in the slightest. I was gonna mention something kind of funny though. Oh yeah, and also kind of frustrating, cause yeah, we've been like absolutely abused these past couple days. And yesterday, as a way of like compensating for it, hugest air quotes in the world, as a way of compensating for the fact that we had such an absolute god-awful, wretched day yesterday, you know what we got? You know what the supervisors decided? You know what? The package handlers, they deserve this. They deserve a little break, see, you know? We're gonna give them 2 packets of Cheez-Its. That'll do it. That's compensation right there. Okay, thank you. I mean, I still took them. I still ate them. But I was not happy about it. They siphoned out all of the joy of snacks. Snacks, of all things, you know me, I'm a fiend for snacks. They sapped all of the joy out of snacks for me. Because I couldn't. 47,000, we should have stopped at the 40,000 mark because no truck is capable of being filled past that point. One of my vans had 530 packages in it. It was overflowing. Or no, I should say it had 530 packages assigned to it. There was no effing way I was gonna fit 530 packages in that thing. Oh my god. That was an absolute travesty. I was not happy and I let the supervisors know. One of the guys came over and was like, oh, hey, it looks like you're making some box forts, huh? I was just like, shut your dirty mouth. Who authorized this? Who authorized this? I need names. You need names. You need to chew them out. And he was like immediately, oh, yeah, I'll have to talk with somebody. He's like, yeah, you should talk with somebody. But then on a lighter note, I think it was on Monday, there was a coworker who like worked across the van line from me. And after we had like, we work for like 3 hours, and then I don't know if it's something with my state or if it's just this job in particular. I don't know. This is the first time that I've had it, is when I moved here. But like we work for about 3 hours and then we take a 10-minute break before jumping right back into it. And after that 10-minute break, there is one coworker who like comes up to me and he's like, hey, Archie, you want the rest of these cookies I have? And he holds up a little bag of like mini Chips Ahoy. And he's like, I got a bunch of these from Costco and I figured I could give you some. And I was very confused because I saw very clearly that it was already an opened bag of these tiny cookies. So I stammered out. I was like, and he just like handed it to me after that. Didn't even wait for a proper response. Just figured, yeah, Archie would probably want that. Am I really that easy to clock? Am I really easy to clock as just like the guy who likes food a lot? But anyway, the bag I said had already been opened. Snacks. And I was, you know, still hungry, so how big is your lunchbox? A lot bigger than what I got for the mini Chips Ahoy. There were 3 cookies left inside of it. Like, they're not even that, they are mini Chips Ahoy. They are like little quarter-sized cookies. And he had 3 of them left in the entire bag. And he just handed it off to me. He's like, at that point, why not just finish the 3 cookies? I don't need your pity cookies. What is this? This is something that you would give to like a toddler for their lunchbox. Like, I do not need 3 tiny Chips Ahoy. It's like, what the heck? One of our supervisors has just such a big lunchbox, I consider it his lunch purse. That's how you do it. That's just how you do it. This is me arguing with Kari. She eats 3 Triscuits all the time. It's like pouring yourself a glass of milk and leaving like a centimeter of it left in the carton. You know, it's exactly that same energy. And it's like, what are you doing? Just finish what you started. You're almost there. You're at the finish line. You just need to cross it. I think it's just an intuitive eater thing. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm not an intuitive eater then, because I would have had them. More than happy to eat those 3 tomorrow, but I'm hungry today, is the thing. I'm hungry today. But, you know, maybe looking at this tier list will help us to mitigate that hunger. This is our Ranksgiving tier list. So, we have our usual, I am going to add, add row below, and that is gonna be a blue color. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And then this will be our F tier. So we have our typical ranking system. We've got the S tier, which is obviously like you're going for seconds. It's not even a question. When it comes to Thanksgiving, like there are plenty of foods available. It's hard to know what exactly you're going to go for on the second go round. But S tier is like a definitive, yes, you will go for this, and yes, everyone does. Like, you get to that table, you scarf down your food, and you get back to the seconds so that you make sure you stock up on them. That's what S tier is. And obviously, just going down the list, it gets progressively worse. You know how tier lists work by this point. F tier, it doesn't even touch the plate once. F tier is like, who makes this? Why? This is like something that either your grandma or like some very, very distant aunt makes, and you're kind of polite. You're like, oh, thank you for bringing this to the Thanksgiving meal. But like, no one touches it. Absolutely no one. You scoop off some of it, like when your aunt isn't looking, and you just make sure that she leaves with an empty like casserole dish or whatever, just to feel good about herself. But otherwise, everything else is pretty edible. Talking about my family's potato salad. Is it that bad? Is there sand in the potato salad? Apples don't belong in potato salad. Okay, that is wild. Apple potato salad. You know, I might be agreeing with you there. Holy. Apple potato salad. I'm trying to think of how that would even work. Exists in other families. Is there like a specific, is this a regional thing? Just a second. I'm gonna look this up. Apple potato salad. There's a Puerto Rican potato salad with apples. So I guess it is a thing. I don't know if it's a thing that I would necessarily want, but there are recipes out there that exist. I will give you that, Crumbs. They do indeed exist. My white family is New Jersey based and my mom is Puerto Rican. Well, there you go. There you go. That explains everything. All right, well, hopefully we'll have a little bit of a different taste. I'm not gonna start with the cake. I feel like I might get to the desserts later, but we can go basically in order for the rest of it. And then we'll probably go the 2 hours, and then we'll cut it, because I have to sleep after that. Yay. Potatoes and apples look the same cut up in a salad, so you don't know what bite you're going to get. That's fair. I mean, can't you test the, like, consistency? Like, I feel like especially a potato salad, the potatoes would be a lot, like, mushier than the apples would be. If it has more give, then, like, that's potato. But anyway. The mayonnaise plus apples grosses me out. That would do it. That would definitely do it. Oh my god. I don't think this is gonna be on here, but, okay. Real quick, before we actually get started, there is one thing. I don't know if it's specific to my family, but, I do know that it is a very, very, wow, okay, well, never mind. I was gonna share a certain dessert that I really enjoy, but it turns out that would dox me. Wow, it's that specific, huh? It's that specific where it comes from one of 2 United States. Wow, okay, cool, I guess. Frick. Well, I'll say this much. It involves cookies, and it's very, very good. It's a very, very good cookie-based dessert. I'll leave it at that. Must never speak of your doxert. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, well. So much for that. I was gonna be like, oh my god, you should try this. You should try this dessert. It's so good. We have it all the time. Yeah, it turns out we have it all the time because that's the specific country, or the specific part of the country it comes from. Like, okay. Wow. It's like one of those things where, like, you say a word a particular way, and someone out of the crowd's like, oh, hey, by the way, would you happen to have lived in this part of the country? And you're like, how did you know? It's freaky. Absolutely freaky. All right. So, to start out our Ranksgiving, we started out in much the way that many other people would start out their Thanksgiving dishing up, with the bread items. There may be some more afterwards, but we're gonna start with biscuits and then go on to dinner rolls. So here's the thing about literally all of the bread items, is that they are all S tier. And that's a problem, because you can't just have a bunch of bread for Thanksgiving. But it's good bread. I disagree. Well, it's a good thing this isn't your list. I do not have the patience. Look, I know my food. I know food. I know bread good. Bread makes you fat, but that's okay. It's good fat. Biscuits? Okay, you know what? I will give you this. Biscuits is A tier. Biscuits is A tier, if only because biscuits can be fairly dry if you do not have proper, like, I don't know, proper moisture to it. You add some butter to it, then it's fine, but like on its own, you definitely need it with like gravy or honey, sure, I guess. Like, they can be dry sometimes, so A tier. Hi, I'm half asleep. Hello, I am too. Wow, what a coincidence. We should bond over it. We should both go back to bed. Too sleepy to sleep. Body won't sleep when sleep. Yeah, I've had that. I was that this morning. And then after lunch, I was like, oh, it's like 2 p.m. I've got 3 hours until I have to stream. I might as well try to nap now. And I did. And I woke up to my alarm and I was like, oh God, do I have to go to work? And then I was like, oh no, I set an alarm for a stream. I don't have to go to work yet. We should sleep together, Archie. You know, I was gonna make that joke actually. I was gonna be like, oh, we should like use each other's body pillows. But I didn't know how you were gonna take that, so I avoided it. But the sentiment is still there. If you want to cuddle, I'm open for cuddles. You saving yourself from someone from Hololive. Okay, well, that would be fine too. Freaking Tsunomaki Watame, please and thank you. She's such a fluffy sheep. I would love to snuggle her. Or there's this guy from Holostars. I need to show you. Just a second. You got me started on this train and I'm not backing out. There is this guy. He's like a little ghosty boy. What's a good image for him? This guy. This guy's Manase Ryo. And look at his face. Look at his eyes. He's just so, I don't know. He's so soft. He's a soft boy. Manase Ryo, I would absolutely snuggle with him. He's real cool. And he's got a really nice voice too. Really cool skeleton. Yeah! I think it's just part of the jacket, but like, that is a sick jacket design. You can't go wrong. Too tired for banging, only cuddle. I'm not even to banging anymore. Okay, well, now I feel weird about cuddling you because I don't know, like, that was not on the table at all. It was just cuddling. Are you one of those people who's like, oh yeah, I'll just have it cuddling. Oh yeah, it'll just be the tip. Like, yeah, no, I don't go for that. No way, Jose. Anyway. So, getting back on actual topic. We have, I'm borderline ace at this point, only cuddles. It's funny because every time, I mean, no, I shouldn't say every time. I know that ace is a very valid sexuality, but like, I swear to God, the only times I've ever heard people talking about being ace, like, this is just me. Well, okay, in my personal life, I have so many like addendums to this statement. I don't want to like step on toes. The only times I've had people in my life talk about being ace is specifically when they have been single for a very, very long time. And then as soon as they get into a relationship, that just goes out the window. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, you did it like 7 times in one afternoon? Yeah, no, he totally broke your sexuality. Yeah, no. Whatever. But like, then there are people who are genuinely ace, so it just makes me like, you don't know how to use that term properly then. If it's totally dependent on your relationship status, then yeah, posers, exactly. Get out of here. Get out of here with that nonsense. Anyway. Sorry, did I call you out a little bit, Ark? I'm sorry. Hey, just get into a relationship. Like, we'll see what happens in a couple months. I don't like people, Archie. Well, that makes you asocial. Not necessarily asexual. Anyway. We really need to get back on track because I have 50 food items to go through. We are half an hour in, and in an hour and a half, I have to end stream. But report back for science. Did you have the snoo? Okay. Next up, Brussels sprouts. Oh my God. When I was growing up, I used to just like, okay, did anyone else have this like cartoon, like specifically cartoon propaganda where they made any green vegetable to be like the worst thing in existence? Like you go, oh no, Brussels sprouts, ew. But like you have good like grilled or fried, well not fried, what am I trying to think of? But like you throw these in a pan with just like some light oil, salt, and stuff. Kids generally don't like vegetables, so that trope was a hit. At the same time, I feel like it dissuaded so many people from even trying vegetables in the first place. Because Brussels sprouts, like, you put in some light oil, some salt, some like garlic salt especially. Brussels sprouts are really good. They've got a nice satisfying texture to them. They're like mini heads of lettuce. They're like mini heads of lettuce, and they're good for that. I like Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are really, really nice. I don't like broccoli sometimes, especially like raw broccoli. Broccoli, you know, it's a raw. Anyway, because the texture of the little florets on the top, it makes me feel like I'm eating a tiny tree, and I'm like, that doesn't feel good in my mouth. Brussels sprouts are fine. Also, broccoli is fine if it's cooked. If it's cooked in like a stir fry or something, or it's small enough to where the florets aren't as like noticeable, then that's whatever. Then I could definitely deal with that. But yeah, otherwise, I liked veggies as a kid, even Brussels sprouts. There's a reason kids don't like veggies. Kids have a stronger sense of taste to detect poison. Veggies are better. Bitter is associated with poison. Is it now? Are you telling me that if I ever get in a position of power, I should hire children to be my poison testers? Oh man, such a decadent meal. Here, little Timmy, eat this for me real quick. What do you think? Wow. Anyway. But yes, Brussels sprouts are really, really nice. Like, anytime we go to a fancy restaurant, and they have Brussels sprouts on the menu, we are sure to get them. Because they just nail it every time. It's a very simple dish, simple side dish to have. Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Butternut squash. Okay. Personal note here. A lot of times when it comes to things like squash or sweet potato or things like that, and we're actually going to get to sweet potato in a little bit here, and I already know that it's going to cause some trauma. But like when it comes to squash and other things like that, I forget exactly what like family it's in. It's related to pumpkins. I'm not the biggest fan of squash, not gonna lie. The flavor's there, the texture, the gourds. I'm not a fan of gourds. Gourds are like, yeah, I don't know. There's something weird about gourds, but it's weird because gourds are like such a staple for the autumn season. Like, you think autumn, you think pumpkin. So, never had squash at Thanksgiving. People have had that. I'm pretty sure I've had spaghetti squash at some point. I'm pretty sure someone made a spaghetti squash dish, but yeah, I don't know. Come here, poison tester. Exactly. Here, child, try this butternut squash. Tell me what you think. Also, cranberry sauce. Okay, I know some people, like, there's a whole thing about cranberry sauce being like a staple at Thanksgiving meals. I don't think I've ever, like, I think I've tried it exactly once, and it was mid at best. It's sweet, sure. I like cranberries. I like cranberry juice. I don't know if I like cranberry sauce. I don't even know what you would put cranberry sauce on, aside from, like, I guess the ham or something? I'm not really sure what it's used for. I'm not sure how it became a thing. I only believe in can-shaped cranberry sauce. Well, there is jellied cranberry here that looks very, very much like that. But that's actually a step down for me. I ate cranberry sauce raw, straight out of the can. Okay. Sure. Boo me. Boo me. Whatever. I'm too tired to even care at this point. We are just going through this tier list because somebody wanted to. Like, I can turn this stream around right now, Crumbs. I do not want to hear it. Carly's mom puts orange zest in her cranberry chutney and they all be mean about it. Do you just not like each other's like family cooking? You've got apple potato salad and you've got orange zest cranberry chutney. What even is a chutney? What is a chutney? Chutney feels like something that you would say in Britain and get slapped in the face for it. It's the chunky cranberry sauce. Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha. Like probably what's pictured in the actual cranberry sauce then. Okay. Well, how about this? Green bean casserole. How many people here have made or had green bean casserole at their Thanksgiving? Because, like, I feel like it's kind of a given that you're gonna run into it every Thanksgiving. Somebody's gonna make it. Some people make multiple. Green bean casserole supremacy? Sure. Yeah, we'll go with supremacy. C for supremacy. Supremacy. Or raw, wait a minute, no, raw barbecue. My dad's barbecue sucks. Well, huh. You have to add soy sauce to it? Barbecue sushi? Oh yeah, I'm leaving. We haven't even gotten started. What do you mean you're leaving? Come on, don't you want to see my other very definitive opinions on this? I just don't like the way that the like breading on the top. It's weird. It's weird. You know what? Okay, I'll give you this. I do like green beans, and like most of the time, the stuff in the casserole is fine. I'll put it in B tier. B for beans. There you go. You've convinced me. I'm just not gonna go for it that much. I would much rather dish up on other things, like all this bread up here. They're fried onions, not breading? Oh, okay. Well, that goes to show how many times I've had green bean casserole, okay? Anyway. I'm gonna save the turkey for later, because there are like 3 different iterations of turkey. I feel like we'll get to that. Cornbread, mother effing cornbread. You know that's going in S tier. I'm noticing a pattern here, actually. You got a nice hot slab square of cornbread. Dip some honey butter in it. Oh my god, cornbread is mid. You're mid. Do not test me. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep and pure unadulterated work-related rage. You do not want to test me right now. Also, I have like 7 freaking pizza rolls left. I'm still hungry. I do love a good cornbread, but I had a gross one with actual kernels in it once. Did you want one? See, I was actually going to ask about that. I was going to ask about, like, I know some people have cornbread where it's all, like, completely fine meal, cornmeal sort of cornbread, but I have had cornbread with bits of corn in it, and I do agree. It is not a good surprise. It's like, hey, you know what cornbread is made out of? It's corn. That's me. And I'm like, no, you get out of here. You stop that corn. I do not want you here. Like, oh, but come on. Don't you want to have a bit of corn? It's like, no, I don't actually. I had cornbread specifically to avoid the corn kernels. But you're here now. What am I supposed to do about it? Get out of here. Get out of here. Doors that way. Freaking no. Fried mushrooms are in the tier list. I don't think I've ever seen fried mushrooms at a Thanksgiving dinner. I don't even know why it's there. That's obviously gonna go F tier. F for fried oyster mushrooms. Like, I'm sure mushrooms on their own are fine, but like, what? Who is bringing this to the Thanksgiving get-together? Some of these options are weird. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. Oh, and speaking of corn on the cob. I'm putting that in C. I'm putting that in C. Like, I don't actually like corn on the cob that much. Corn on the cob is mid. Exactly. Thank you. Too much work. And it gets stuck in your teeth. You have to floss like 20 times afterwards. Yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, sure, it's fun. You know what the best part about corn on the cob is? The absolute best part about corn on the cob is the little corn cob shaped holders, little picks that you stab into the sides. The stabbing part, that's the best part about corn on the cob. Everything else after that sucks. Absolutely. Cutting it off the cob so you can eat it like a normal person. Or just have it from a can. I'm sorry. The juice gets over you. Sitting next to someone eating it is a splashdown. Yeah, that's another reason. That's another reason why it's... Her mom showered me with corn. Oh my god. Wow, we're having a Thanksgiving argument and it's December. I can't believe even just having a tier list about Thanksgiving is already having us be like back in Thanksgiving mode. That's so funny. My mom meets with a full bib. She's a disaster. Oh my god. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. October? Is that before November? October and November? Thanksgiving is divisive, is unavoidable. You know, that is fair. That is very, very fair. All right, we got spinach. You know what? Okay. So the thing about spinach, I'm actually not too, I'm not too opposed to spinach, to be honest. Spinach is fine. Spinach is fine when it has other things with it. I don't know if I would have spinach just on its own as a side. I'll put it in C tier. It's fine. It's fine, I guess. Creamed spinach, on the other hand, no. Absolutely no. Get that out of here. I don't know if I've ever had just spinach. Yeah. Creamed spinach is good. Is it? I don't know. The creamy, the texture, the creamy. Ugh. I don't want like a spinach goop, you know? I think that's the part of it. It's slimy, sloppy goop. I do not want goop at Thanksgiving. I want hearty meal stuff like bread, apparently. I am just having bread in S tier. Nothing else except for biscuits and Brussels sprouts to come close. And that's so funny to me. Is bird, I guess. I guess this is just me outing myself even further as a bird. But okay. Like, spinach tastes fine. But I do feel like the texture is just like, it's there, I guess. It's there. I need something else to go with it. I will have spinach. Wait, what would I have spinach on? Because, like, I know that I've definitely, like, cooked spinach into things. I'll have it in, like, a soup. I'll have it, like, wilted spinach on pizza. Maybe. Depends on the pizza. Depends on the other toppings. Like, I'd much rather go for, like, basil or something like that. Spinach and omelet? Yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Has to be white sauce pizza. Oh yeah, like an Alfredo pizza. Yeah, I could deal with that. Asparagus. I will have asparagus sometimes. Depends on how it's cooked, you know. Not too crazy on asparagus, but I'll have it. Sure, whatever. If it's there, if it's fine. Next, creamed corn is cream. A creamy goop. It's goop. The goop tier. This is the goop tier. Except for the fried oyster mushrooms, but that's because like who? Actually, you know what? We're having we are adding a row below, and that row is gonna be like. This row is gonna be who makes this for Thanksgiving. All right. And we're putting fried oyster mushrooms in that. Specifically just for that tier. Okay. Next, Yeah, exactly. It's the WTF row. Next up, we got the Gravies. Brown gravy. Brown gravy? I mean, like, it's gravy. What do you mean? Both of these gravies, I do like the white gravy a little bit more, but both of them, like, they make the Thanksgiving. You gotta have gravy at Thanksgiving. I didn't try gravy until I was 24. I had so much regret. I would imagine so. What the hell? F-twee, I don't like gravy. More for me. I will sometimes have just a spoonful of gravy, not gonna lie. Because your mom can't make gravy. Wow. Oh my god. Absolutely going for the jugulars. I'm just trying to have a nice little tier list get together. And talking about food and appreciating food. And here we are. She's not wrong. Okay. Okay, never mind. Here's the thing though. White gravy and brown gravy have very, very different uses. And that's very interesting to me. It's so interesting that they can both fill the same like ecological niche of gravy, but they're used in such different ways. White gravy, especially if it has sausage bits in it, can only go with biscuits and like chicken fried steaks or chicken, like country fried stuff. That's what white gravy is for. Brown gravy is specifically for mashed potatoes, turkey. Well, no, there's like specific turkey gravy. Chicken, meatballs, stuff like that. It's very interesting. I prefer brown gravy, but both are good. I like the consistency of white gravy more. It's a little bit thicker. It's not as runny as brown gravy is. And yeah, it's just nice. It's very nice. Next up, we've got hams. There's spiral ham and there's ham. I don't know why it's stabbed with cherries and pineapple in it. That is not how I have ham. But obviously it's ham. Ham goes in S tier. This is our first meat option in the S tier. Everything else is just bread. Trash tier. What? You know what the best thing about ham is? It's so juicy. It's so... Oh my god. Ham is mid. How dare you? You just don't appreciate a good ham. I don't think you've had a good ham. My family has such good hams at Thanksgiving. Is very, very good. I'm pretty sure it's spiral ham specifically. I don't know if I've ever had like a slab of ham that we have to carve off, but like still, basically, it's ham. It's ham. Best thing about ham is giving it to Carly so you don't have to eat. Well, apparently Carly doesn't appreciate it as it should be appreciated. She's saying it's mid. The two I tried from other people were not impressive. You need better people in your life. Didn't say it was trash, just mid. That's still not appreciating it. If you go up to your best friend and you say, hey, you're kind of mid, like, that's not a best friend anymore. They don't have to be trash, but like, if that's a really cool person, you say they're mid, it's like, what the frick? They deserve to be exalted. They deserve to have the ground upon which they tread kissed and licked and sniffed. Anyway, maybe I just have a weird way of appreciating friends. I don't know. I wish I had friends to call mid. Oh man. That is a very odd sentiment, but okay, I will take it. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. This is very interesting. Mac and cheese. Have I ever seen mac and cheese at a Thanksgiving dinner? Have I seen mac and cheese at Thanksgiving? I don't know. I don't know if I have. Has anyone here had Thanksgiving mac and cheese? I'm the wrong color for that? Okay. Are you saying it's like specifically interesting? But I mean, if I saw mac and cheese at a Thanksgiving meal, I would take it. I would absolutely take it, especially baked. Especially baked. You can't go wrong with mac and cheese. What are you talking about? I am like so much like grains. So much. Yeah, it's just called bread and grains, isn't it? That part of the food pyramid. You got your fruits, you got your vegetables, you got meats, you got dairy, and then bread and grain. Instagram and TikTok says mac and cheese is like specifically black culture. Interesting. Very, very interesting. But okay. They always make it look so good though, especially baked. Like having that crispy cheese on the top, just like perfect, like sear to it. Oh, so good. But yeah, I will absolutely. I'm kind of tempted to put regular mac and cheese down in A tier just because of that. Like I'm not sure, but they're still good in their own ways. They're good. They're both good in their own rights. As is mashed potatoes, obvious S tier. Potatoes, baked potato. I would actually put baked potato in A, but like still very, very good. Well, actually, you know what? No, S tier. S tier. I've changed my mind. Baked potato is good. I would accept all mac. You know, yes. Gouda mashed potato. Oh my god, you are speaking my language. You can't go wrong. Potato is just S tier. S tier all the freaking way. Potato is good. There is so much going on. There's so much starch in the S tier. S is for starch, I am realizing. That's exactly what this is. S is the starch tier. The starch is what makes Thanksgiving. I've unlocked the secrets. We have a singular vegetable close to A tier, and that's it. Everything else is starch. All hail the starch. All right. And now we get to sweet potato. Who here loves sweet potato? I know there's somebody out there. There's got to be somebody out there who's just an absolute stan for sweet potato. Sweet potato. Excuse me. Sweet potato stands, rise up. This is your moment to shine. Me? Yep. I figured somebody. D? It's a C for me. Sweet potato's a C because it's just not as good as regular potato. I am sorry to say. If I have a plate and there's a baked potato and a sweet potato, I'm handing that sweet potato off to somebody else because I have priorities. I just love sweet potatoes. Also didn't eat till 21. What were you doing until age 21? Were you like in, like, I don't know. Were you in a hole in the ground? Where did they have you eat until you were 21? I had a new family. Oh, okay. Okay. I apologize. I didn't understand. I like my potatoes the way I like my men. Their eyes in the ground. Don't pluck out people's eyes. That's not nice. If you put my eyes in the ground, I'm gonna be like, hey, give those back. Those are my eyes. I need them to see. Ark, you're a very rude person. Maybe that's why you're saying no. Okay. Yeah, sweet potato for me. C. It's whatever. Green beans. Okay. If I'm not too big on green bean casserole, I do like green beans on their own. I like green beans. Green beans are nice. Just not as a casserole. I like them plain and straight and yeah. Does kind of look like a potato sprout. I do not. We're not going down that road. I can understand. I look like a spinach leaf. I look like arugula. I look like a strawberry. I'm not entertaining the idea of potato sprout. I'm not a potato. I'm not a potato. Peas are a very low B tier. Between peas and green beans wins every time. I will have peas. I will not enjoy peas. Bird's getting sad. It's like, I don't know. Like, what about you? Between green beans and peas, which do you prefer? Peas just get like too mushy. I can't deal with it. It's like, I don't want to eat green mush as a vegetable. I want to have texture. I want to have green bean casserole. Maybe, never mind. I'm not going to mention it. I'm not going to mention where my mind went when I saw the letters GB together. We're just going to move on. Cabbage. What the frick is that image for cabbage? What is that image for cabbage? What is... Excuse me? That does not look like cabbage. Is that... We're looking up a reference image. That is not what cabbage looks like. Something's wrong with their cabbage. Yeah. I would say so. I would say so, especially because this is what cabbage is supposed to look like. Game Boy? Yeah, sure, Game Boy. Game Boy. That's exactly where my mind went to when I saw GB together. Like, this is what cabbage looks like. When I think cabbage, I think green, leafy vegetable, not whatever the F this is. Why is it all brown and what? Looks like a little Archie head. I'm removing this image, never mind. Okay, cabbage would be fine if it wasn't this. This is F tier. They threw corned beef and cabbage up there. Nobody has that for Thanksgiving. Bastion is mad at your replacement, your placement for cranberries. Well, to that I say, he's just not satisfied with me as a person. Is he? What the frick? Also, he's not watching the 18+ stream. Good. Good. I was about to say. He's a jelly cranberry stan. Well, he can go enjoy jelly cranberry next Thanksgiving. I'm not here for it. Deviled eggs. Oh, okay. I do know that deviled eggs are another like very big Thanksgiving thing for a lot of people. You sprinkle some paprika on the top. Yeah, a lot of people like deviled eggs. Sometimes my family makes a whole plate of deviled eggs, especially my aunt, I believe. Never eaten. See, yeah, that's the thing. I am not the biggest fan of deviled eggs. Like, I've had them once. I think I've had them once. And it's because they're okay. Yeah, it's like, you just take the insides, you whip it up. It's basically scrambled yolk in a hard-boiled egg. It's weird. It's weird. I don't understand the cult culture, so neither do I. Neither do I. It's the bacon people rebranding. I guess so. It could very well be. I am not a big thing on deviled eggs. I'm not a big fan of deviled eggs, so we're just gonna put it in D tier. Someone else can have them. It's fine. Keto coded. Okay, what is this? Is this just a plate of like loose leaves? Those are green. Oh, they're collard greens. Okay, collard greens. Gotcha. I'm okay with collard greens. I'm okay with them. I don't have them very often. Definitely not in my family. They're definitely more of a southern thing. I've had collard greens exactly once. Depends on who makes them. Yeah. I mean, the time that I had them was like in a specifically Southern style restaurant. So like, yeah, they were gonna have good collard greens. I don't know. Still just B tier. A and B seems to be the vegetable spots. S is still just starch and meat. They rely entirely on the seasonings. Do they though? I guess. But, okay. It is a very interesting look so far. And I'm not sure if it says anything about me. Like where I have all these things placed. Like, am I the person who just doesn't really like their vegetables? I do enjoy vegetables. It's just not what I go for. Like, okay, if we are looking at this tier list right now, if we're looking at S tier and like that's the stuff I have on my plate, is this a typical go-to? Like, would I be the only one dishing up like this? Or would other people be dishing up like this too? Would someone else have like a crescent roll, a slab of cornbread, potatoes and gravy, ham, mac and cheese, and like that's their plate? I think that is most people. Okay. Just making sure. I don't want to be weird or anything. Especially kids too. Well, I would have hoped that I would have outgrown that though, is my thing. I don't know. Just lacking some veggies, some very, very important nutrients, yeah. Highly palatable stuff. You know, that is fair. It is very, very palatable. Ooh, roasted vegetables. Okay. So the roasted vegetables they have here, as far as I can tell, I'm just gonna like set this up a little bit. The roasted vegetables, I think I see zucchini. I think there's probably some like squash in there or something. Cucumber, maybe? No, not cucumber. Definitely zucchini. Would I go for roasted vegetables? I think I would go for roasted vegetables. I think I would go for roasted vegetables, but I wouldn't enjoy the ones that are like all soft and mushy. All the gourds again. But it's a holiday, so you don't have to focus on health. You know, that is fair. That is very, very fair. What was I gonna, there's like a very specific thing. Oh, right. I wonder if it's actually on the list here. Okay, well, we got sweet potato casserole coming up. I guess that's, like, pretty much what I was gonna go for. We could talk about that, okay, we're getting to that in a little second. Sorry, I saw something further on the list, and I'm like, what does that even mean? Sweet potato casserole. Who likes sweet potato casserole here? I mean, it's sweet potato casserole. It's got the marshmallows on it. You think the marshmallows elevate it to where I might have it on a different tier here? Because you're wrong. It's still sweet potato in the base. I like the marshmallows. I like the concept. Still not gonna have it. I'm sorry. It's whatever. It's me. I love the immediate crash out too. I'm so glad I could bait you, Crumbs. Yay, I love sweet potato. No! Yeah. I really like that you're enjoying the emotes, I was gonna say. I'm glad you're enjoying the duck emotes. And then that had to pop up. Okay, fine. Fine, whatever. I guess I deserve it for trashing your beloved sweet potatoes. I got them for no reason one day. Very interesting. Okay, stuffing. I will have stuffing sometimes. I will not have stuffing every Thanksgiving. I have to be in a very particular mood for it. I'm fine with stuffing. I just don't know if it's necessarily what I want every time. I'll put it in A tier. Butt bread. My brother called them butthole bread one time. And like it's just stuck. That's exactly what it is. Stuffing and then sausage stuffing, which I'm guessing just has bits of sausage in it, which actually does make it a lot better. I will admit it does make it a lot better, but I would still prefer Brussels sprouts and green beans over that. There we go. We'll put biscuits at the end. There we go. There we go. I don't know why I'm organizing this right now. We actually, oh, yeah, we'll save the organization for afterwards. But we love it, and we also always forget to serve it. Exactly. It's like one of those. It's one of those things where, like, sure, you'll have it there, maybe, if you remember. It's a weirdly forgettable but good dish. It's weird in between. Had to get up and scoop it after everyone had plates because we forgot we made it. So, stuffing is so strange. It's because it's hidden in the bird butt. I feel like I've definitely had moments in my family where we've had like an entire, basically like casserole dish filled with stuffing. Like we can have it individually. It's just, I don't know. It's weird. All right. Potato salad. I am not going for potato salad. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about potato salad. I think it's the mayonnaise. But I just don't like potato salad. It's the apple. It's the apple. It's the apples, exactly. I can't stand the potato salad because it has apples in it. And then, okay, I really want to. Has anyone ever heard of booty noodles? This is the first time I'm hearing the words booty noodles together. Chitlins? Is that another name for it? Booty noodles. I looked it up good. Okay, so you saw it too earlier then. You saw it too and like, what the? Yeah. Okay, I need to look this up because I need to find out what the frick booty noodles are. Booty noodles is a colloquial nickname for chitterlings or chitlins, which are large intestines of pigs that are cleaned and cooked as a food. Okay, so basically what we were having at the beginning of Resident Evil 7. I see. Cool. Wait a minute, is this like a southern thing? Because that would actually explain a lot. Yep, it's a traditional soul food in the American South. That's why. Because it's set in the South, because it's Louisiana. Chitlins. Marguerite crashed out dinner. She did. Because you didn't enjoy her chitlins, her human chitlins. Oh my god. It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. I knew there was something bugging me about her. No pun intended. Okay. Well, in that case, I will not be disparaging the people of the South. I'll put it in F tier instead. There we go. I'm not trashing it by saying who makes this. I'm saying there are people who make it. I'm not having it. I'm not having your booty noodles. Oh, because it's intestine. Oh, that makes it sound even worse. You might as well have just called it poop noodles at that point. Oh my god. Okay. I would try them. Go for it. Chitlins stink. I would imagine so. I would imagine so. They're intestines. You know what goes through intestines? Poop. All right. Next we get candied. Yeah, actually, before we get to the desserts, we're gonna go to the drinks. We got a few drinks here. Even people who like them say they stink. I would believe it. I would believe it. Okay, so spiced cider. How many people here drink cider when fall comes around? When the autumn season hits, who's all about that? Ooh, yes, warm apple cider or any other cider. only ever heard of apple cider. I don't know how many other ciders there are. I've done it a whole one time. Yeah, I didn't know. It's like, I'm not, no, no. Cider ain't doing it for me. I don't know why. It's just one of those strange things. I've also tried, like, I had apple cider once as a kid, and I was like, I don't really enjoy this. So I never drank it again. Sparkling fruit juice, obviously gonna have that in S. And wine, wine will be A tier. But I do like wine. I do like wine. It's just not for everybody, especially those under 21. Well, just for the win, let's go. It's grape juice. You can't go wrong with grape. It's just so good. But yeah, like wine, it very much depends on what wine it is. Because there are some wines that are just like way too dry and it does not feel good to the teeth. She got up to get the wine. You go, Crumbs. Let's go. Busting out the wine. Drink to that. Of course, I just have water. I do have like cran grape juice in my fridge, but it's not the same. Absolutely not the same. Actually, you know what I had? Speaking of wine, speaking of alcohol, you know what idea I had? It's my Friday, so wine time. Fair. It would be my Friday if it weren't Pete season. If I didn't have to get up at 2 a.m. tomorrow. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I get more hours. I get more money. Hee 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 hee. God. I just hope my legs survive. Because they were getting really sore at work today. And I do not want to, like, fracture a bone because I spend too much time on my legs. Anyway. So speaking of wine, speaking of alcohol, I had this idea for a stream next year. I'm already planning for like a bunch next year, especially in the spring, I've noticed. But I thought that it'd be really fun to maybe try and organize a drinking game. A little drinking stream and invite a bunch of green VTubers for St. Patrick's Day. Do a bunch of drinking games with green VTubers on St. Patrick's Day. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Hopefully it comes to pass. I don't know. It would be really nice to like branch out, get to meet more people. I'm just worried, especially because I know I made that announcement at the start of last month about wanting to do a karaoke cover of Bird Brain with all the bird VTubers I could. Unfortunately, I had to cancel that because I did not get nearly enough submissions or interest. So, unfortunately, it looks like that's gonna have to get scrapped. It's gonna have to get tabled. Everybody afraid to sing. That might be. I did get some, and actually, I need to email the people who did show interest because, like, I really do want to say thank you to them. I appreciate their support and effort, but you're a songbird. I've listened to my voice. I'm not a songbird. I just enjoy music. And I thought it'd be fun to do that together, and some other people agreed. To their credit, it's just, yeah, like, the submission deadline rolled around and there was nothing. I got one total submission. I could have gotten maybe upwards of 3 plus me, but, like, I was hoping for more. I was hoping to have just, like, a bunch of people so I could, like, basically give them one line each that they would have in the song and just, like, get to celebrate them that way, but I don't know. I'm also like a very small account online. I do realize. I know that it's hard for me to drum up a lot of motivation for my projects, a lot of interest. or just exposure for that matter. I do not get around on the internet. But yeah, hopefully things will change around for next year. Hopefully I'll be able to put myself out there a bit more and yeah, garner some more interest, some more engagement. That's the word I was looking for. Okay. And we'll save the desserts for last. Now we're finally going to get to the main event of Thanksgiving, the turkey. We got roast turkey, smoked turkey, and fried turkey. I've actually never had fried turkey, but I would imagine it's pretty good. I would imagine it's very juicy. But just on the virtue of never having it, I am going to put it in A. I've only had roast. I think I've also only had roast. And you know what? I'm actually going to put all of these in A. For some reason, I enjoy the ham more than I do the turkey. And you know why? You know why I do ham over turkey? Is because turkey can get so dry. It's got the same problem as biscuits. To where, like, it's the thing that you're supposed to have at Thanksgiving. Turkey is the staple food of Thanksgiving, but incorrectly cooked. Exactly. Is like, it is. I don't know if it's just like my family or what, or maybe it's very difficult to get a proper like juiciness to the turkey. You can't use disasters as a negative. It's not a disaster. It's just that like, okay, here's the thing. I will have the turkey legs. The turkey legs, no matter what, are always juicy. It's just, if you ever cut into the breast meat and you like start to have that, there reaches a point where it gets too dry. And I just don't like, I don't enjoy that. But if fried turkey is juicy, I would probably like that over roast and smoked. But as it stands, despite being the like head honcho of Thanksgiving, the turkey's just A tier for me. It is just A. I'm sorry to say. And now we get to the desserts. You're having overcooked turkey if it's dry. Yes. Yes, indeed. But again, I don't know how difficult it is to, I don't know how difficult it is to cook turkey. Because, like, it spends all day in the oven, basically. So, it's kind of like a given that it would end up dry in some spots. I would imagine. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. No? Oh. Okay. Only if bad. Wow. Does my family not know how to cook turkey? Or maybe I've just never had the, like, good parts of turkey. I don't know. But, anyway. Sorry. I was checking something on Discord. I feel like our parents' generation overcooked everything. It's possible. It's very, very possible. Gen X just be out there cooking. Not always well. And now we get to the desserts. I'm just gonna straight up say candied yams is F tier. I don't know who is having candied yams. S tier, all of them, even candied yams? It's, yeah, like, I'm not having a vegetable as a dessert. Why? No, ew, get out of here. Never had them? I haven't either, that's why it's F tier. They're really sweet. Okay. And candy. Yes. I trust your judgment on that one. They're cousin to sweet potato, basically, from what I've heard. Yes. Yeah. I do know that about yams. Which is probably another reason why it's F tier for me, because sweet potato is just C for me. And speaking of sweet potato pie, also F. I am not having a sweet potato I'm not having a vegetable as a dessert. It is not in my best interest. And then we've actually got okay, I do say that, but pumpkin pie at least goes into D tier. Had it once, and that was not as good as pumpkin pie. Yeah. Pumpkin pie is C tier, actually. Not D, C. I will have a pumpkin pie. It's fine. Do people really have cake on Thanksgiving? I don't know. But, like, if it's there, red velvet cake. I do like red velvet cake. I don't know if it's necessarily a Thanksgiving thing. But if it is there, then I would put it in, like, high B tier. I'll have it. Sure. Why not? Actually, you know what? Low A. Why not? Thanksgiving has always been pies. I do see that. Apple, pecan pie, peach cobbler, sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie. Yeah, it's definitely a pie thing, but I'd be like, wow, I'm surprised. Please give me some. Exactly. We had pecan pie this year. Do you say pecan or pecan? I feel like if it's in pie form, I specifically say pecan, but both. Yeah. Like, if it's just the nut on its own, it's pecan. If you have it in something, it's pecan. And I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. I have never had it. How do you like it? I would imagine it's got a very nutty flavor. Slightly buttery. There's rules to the usage. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's subtle. Okay. It's a subtle taste? I mean, if it's a subtle taste, I'm not sure if I want it then. I'll be upfront. Pecan pie does not sound that interesting to me. I like that it's soft, but also goopy. Goopy? I just said I don't like goop. That's why we got cream corn and cream spinach down here, because goop. Booty noodle. Ugh. The more I look at the words booty noodles together, the more I'm just like, ugh. It's making me cringe. Pecans are softened and the rest is goopy. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I'm still putting it in D tier. I would try a slice, but that's as much as you're getting from me. Then we've got apple pie, peach cobbler, and banana pudding. I feel like there are definitely some of these that are specifically Southern, but you would devour it. Would I? Do you know my taste? I'm not big on nuts. I'm not big on nuts at all. Like, the closest I get to that is peanuts, but peanuts are a legume, so I think you would. Kari's brother does banana pudding. Never had it on Turkey Day in my family. Yeah, I mean, it's got Nilla wafers. It's banana. I like banana. I just don't know if I'm necessarily eating it. I'll put it above green bean casserole. Yeah. And then peach cobbler too. I like peach. I would be fine with this, but I'm not necessarily like gung-ho on it. You know, what I am gung-ho about is apple pie. Apple pie is pretty good. I would have apple pie. I would have apple pie as a Thanksgiving thing. A la mode, get some like cinnamon, vanilla, ice cream scooped on top of there, and bam. What kind though? Crumbly or lattice? Lattice. I think lattice. But I would have to look up what the distinction is. I don't know if I've like crumble apple pie. Oh yeah, definitely lattice. Definitely lattice. I like the crumbly top one, but I like the texture of the streusel topping. Yeah. I mean, it does look fine. It does look fine, but I do prefer, like, if it's a pie, I do prefer having the, like, bread covering on top. But, like, having the crumble is fine. Having the crumble is fine, too. Okay. So, we are going to look this over for a second. We've gone through, surprisingly, we went through this a lot faster than I thought we would. But that's fine because I have other stuff to get to, like showering and maybe eating something more for my dinner before bed. But let's see. Let's start from the bottom. Fried oyster mushrooms still there for whatever reason. I am just like, I'm putting booty noodles at the very bottom just because I hate the name. I'll put cabbage here because I'm fine with cabbage, just not whatever that image is. Butternut squash, deviled eggs. I'd actually put deviled eggs above potato salad. Yeah. Cranberry sauce, corn on the cob, spinach, sweet potato, pumpkin pie. Yeah, that looks good. Booty noodles with a side of fried oyster mushrooms. Don't you dare. Absolutely no. It is interesting though. We look at the F tier, and we look at basically F, D, and C, and there's hardly anything in either of those rows. All of the Thanksgiving stuff is pretty much in A or S. I find that very interesting. Thanksgiving is just a good feast day. I don't know. It's got some good options. Turkey Day is yummy. It is. It is a very yummy day. It's a very, very good holiday for food. It is interesting though, because some people will have like turkey and ham for like, especially ham. Ham is a Christmas thing for them. I don't know if I've ever had like specifically a Christmas ham. Has anyone done Christmas ham before? Maybe it's my family that just like does not do that for whatever reason. I can't think of any time we've done like a Christmas ham, but I know that Christmas ham is a thing. It's weird. I'll put asparagus above collard greens. Biscuits, stuffing, apple pie, green beans, Brussels sprouts, turkey, wine. The bread rolls. I think crescent rolls gotta go up front. Crescent rolls, mashed potatoes. Cornbread's pretty high up there. Obviously having the ham. So we'll put you up there. I think... Actually, you know what? No, I think this is it. I think this is the tier list. Boo. More bread for me. That's all I'm saying. More bread for me. I think this is it. I think I've officially made... Oh, boo to the ham. Okay. Well, more ham for me then. I don't know. It's just like a slice of ham. Slice of nice, juicy ham is good. Is good to me. And with that, we have reached the end of the tier list. I am pleased. I am pleased with this. I'm pleased with this, and you all should be pleased as well. Look upon this tier list. This is the definitive Thanksgiving meal. You have a plate that's just bread and starch. You have a second plate that has your stuffing and turkey and some vegetables if you're feeling very persnickety. And then, like, you maybe go back and get some sweet potato, some pumpkin pie, some roasted vegetables. If you feel like it. You don't have to. If you're full, it's whatever. At least you eat more than children. That is true. I eat more, like, in terms of variety and in terms of number of plates. You're a good food arguer? Well, thank you. Thank you. I would like to say so. I would like to believe that I have pretty decent food opinions. Of course, not everybody agrees, but that's why they're opinions. It's because you're allowed to be wrong about them. Not me, everyone else. Like, there is one objective food fact, though, is that image is terrifying. I do not like the jabasted. It is so, like, why? Why did they put their face on there? Why is it looking up at me like that? Like, hey, Archie, you want to take a bite? I'm like, get out of here. Ew, no. If I carve into you, there's probably going to be like a tooth inside. Ew, no, stop it. I hate it. I hate the face. I hate the face. We'll make you your own for next Thanksgiving. You better not. You absolutely better not. Okay. I don't want to cut this short, but at the same time, I really do have other stuff to get to before I go to bed. And like, I really need the sleep. So I think I'm just going to call it here. I think I'm going to find somebody to raid and we'll call it there. Shower if you're lucky. I do need a shower as well. I do need a shower. Today is shower day. Every other day is shower day. So some weeks it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Other times it's Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. This is the Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. Ashton Martin? I know I've heard of you before. Are you the racer mouse? You're the racer mouse, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Rodent race queen. Ashton Martin. Oh, hey, Duck Duck is on. We could go see Duck Duck. Been using the emotes. Duck 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 is playing Teamfight Tactics right now. Has been for a couple hours. If not, I would also... Ooh! We could also raid into Alfina. Alfina has a new emote, if I'm not... Or not a new emote, a new model. And it looks pretty good. Still has the very big hat. And we gotta appreciate the big hat. She's currently working on some art. She's been streaming for a while, so maybe not actually. Ooh! Someone's doing Cookin' Mama. Which would be very fitting if we were talking about Thanksgiving. Okay. I think I've convinced myself. I think we're gonna raid into Cookin' Mama. I never actually played Cooking Mama. I know it was like a big thing on the Wii. Alright. I was gonna say raid Cooking Mama. No, we're not raiding Cooking Mama. We're raiding Paladin Verdant. There we go. Alrighty, go show some love to Paladin. There's the raid message if you'd like to copy and paste it. That's gonna be it for me. Oh man. Hopefully I'll have more energy tomorrow. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but if I don't, then maybe that's a good thing. Because tomorrow's Resident Evil 7. We're going to be finishing up Resident Evil 7 for sure. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see if if being tired helps with the scares at all. It's like, I'm too exhausted to be scared of you. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, thank you again for joining. I hope you enjoyed the Ranksgiving. I'll be posting the tier list so that we can keep track of it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you again. Hope to see you tomorrow. And yeah, have fun, stay safe, eat snacks. Bye-bye.